Seeing destinations through vlogs in the Philippines during the pandemic. Authors are Arriola Nicole Nicka V, Camacho Sunshine Angeline A, and Lucas Justino Marco A. And for our abstract or biography, after more than a year, the shadow of the unprecedented public health crisis still looms all over the world. At the beginning of 2020, the World Health Organization declared a contagious disease caused by a new strain of virus called coronavirus disease 2019, or more commonly known as COVID 19, as a global pandemic, public health emergency, making it an international concern on March 11, 2020. The coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. The number of COVID 19 cases continues to grow day by day. Because of this, the world has adapted to a different kind of normal. COVID-19 pandemic has greatly changed how the world works, and traveling has been banned in most countries. As tourism is solely dependent on traveling, it is one of the most affected industries. The tourism of countries has gone down, and this has affected many airlines and carriers across the world. Travel vloggers and influencers are not an exception to this, as there are travel restrictions in place. It is much harder and more expensive to go around places, even places within the country. A lot of cities have has been closing off their borders to outsiders, and most hotels, restaurants, and tourist attractions are closed. For most travel vloggers and influencers, documenting their travels are their only means of income. This has had a significant impact on their lifestyle and mental health. As this is their main source of income, travel vloggers have found different ways to adapt. At the beginning of 2021, some countries started to open their borders and lessen their restrictions, and this has led travel vloggers and influencers to slowly go back to their previous lifestyle. In the Philippines, cities have started letting in outsiders, which has been a great chance for vloggers to create a new material or a new content. And most countries have also started COVID 19 vaccinations, and they are hopeful that the cases will go down once the majority of the population has been vaccinated. Currently, the world is still in a continuous cycle of trying to fight off the pandemic while slowly recovering. And for our abstract, the study focuses on travel during the pandemic, which occurred in 2020. It displays how travel has changed as a result of travel restrictions in some areas. Traveling is more complicated and costly. The study shows at how we view places through blogs. Was the situation different before the COVID 19 pandemic? The researchers used qualitative research and observed the 15 videos below. And next to our panel or authors is Sunshine.
For the description, the researchers are adapting significant predictors according to Aurora and Lata, with an emphasis on an exploratory approach to better understand the sentiments and coping mechanisms of video makers. The researchers will utilize the five indicators in a total of 15 videos from five different bloggers that we will examine. The purpose of the study is to tackle the significant effects of COVID-19 to the travel bloggers in the Philippines. Through it, it will answer the following questions. What is the significant predictors of travel bloggers in the Philippines in terms of the five indicators? Comparing the analysis of the experiences of the different travel bloggers in the Philippines. The researchers are going to make use of the five indicators, and we will gather information in connection to complete the comprehensiveness, relevance, timeliness, source expertise, and attitude. Comprehensiveness refers to the completeness of the information on how they deal with the pandemic in their ways. An example is the blogger explains how to travel during pandemic, what are the requirements and situations to face. Relevance means the blogger's ability to stay connected when traveling to a desired location. The blogger has planned out the travel vacation when the lockdown was uplifted and tourist spots have reopened. Next is timeliness. It refers to being timely in adjusting right away to the surroundings. An example is the blogger was able to adjust to the recent changes in the surroundings. And lastly, source expertise implies having the ability to give complete information in any type. Attitude defines how the blogger reacts to the situation. An example is the blogger grabbed the opportunity of experiencing what is the format for the new normal setting on touring when the local tourism has officially reopened. Next one is Nicka for the conclusion.
So, for conclusion, clearly, numerous changes in travel occurred as a result of the pandemic. We researchers also learned a lot from the 15 videos we reviewed. As a guide, we use qualitative research and purposive sampling. So, next is a appendix. Appendix. A deductive method is going to be utilized in this research, with an emphasis is on exploratory approach pandemic. The researchers are going to make use of the five indicators, that is the comprehensiveness, relevance, timeliness, source expertise, attitude in the 15 videos that we are going to observe. We will gather information in connection to complete the said five indicators. The research design of this study is qualitative research and purposive sampling, in which the researchers will rely on our own judgment in choosing the vloggers. Since the study focuses on observing the 15 videos from 5 different travel vloggers on YouTube, basing on the 5 indicators. That's it. Thank you.